Ogbo-Nja, one of Eleme's most unique socio-cultural traditions, has gradually crept into extinction. It was last observed about 40 years ago, as children born within the early 80s till date have little or no idea what it stands for. Popularly referred to as the New Yam Festival or Love Feast, Ogbo-Nja is a coming together of children, families, newly married couples within the communities to feast, wine and dine together, mostly during the new yam harvest season.
This tradition and culture of Eleme is very symbolic, very, very important, as from the time of old, all our ancestors who have even left us, they have been practicing this. We have only come to inherit it now. It's a time to celebrate love and unity amongst the Eleme people. It's a time when children or people of all ages bond together, They bond together and they show love to themselves. Every family will cook their best dishes, especially pounded yam. In fact, they forget about every other food that day. It's pounded yam. That is our traditional food from the time of old. Cook the best dry fishes from the market. They will cook it with our native pepper soup, and they will come together to eat.
It is a platform for reunion in the Eleme tradition as instituted by her forefathers, and what you're seeing today is a total revival of this unique tradition by the Eleme, His Royal Highness Ambassador Dr. Appolus Chu, popularly referred to as the King of Africa. He is one man who is so joyous about projecting, protecting, preserving, and reviving the culture and tradition of his people.
In the past years ago, this culture has been last forgotten, and he realized the importance of it, because part of the importance of this culture, it brings unity. It bonds us together as brothers and sisters. It's a tradition whereby once in a year you cook with your big fish and yam, and friends will come and eat with you, and you too will equally do the same thing to your friends. And this, in so doing, it bonds us together as unique people, because this culture you can hardly find it anywhere.
This tradition you are seeing today is called Ogbo-Nja or Agbe-Bieto. The only thing that can call a house or women of this caliber, as you are seeing them, to come together with their husband and children in a home. Like today, we are gathering at a place. Why? Because it went into extinction. And a way to bring it back, we are gathering ourselves, just like what happened in the old. 70 years, the children of Israel scattered abroad. And after 70 years, Daniel remembered. The Daniel of this day, to the entire Okori kingdom, is the king of Africa, King Appolus Chu, who remembered, God dropped it in his mind, that something has to be done about the Okori people. If we should be remembered again, if we should come back together again, then there is a need to call us together with one common thing.
As we went round on the first day, we witnessed families and communities cooking varieties of food, but especially yam and big dry fish, after which they all ate together at their various family compounds, individual houses and town squares. And on the second day, the community women from all the 10 clans will cook and bring their foods to the palace of the Ogbo-Nja and present them to him as their first fruits and harvest of the season, thus pay homage to the king and council. Unlike last year when just Eleme communities participated, This year's Ogbo-Nja celebration attracted a wider participation as the entire 10 clans of Eleme were all involved. From Ogali to Alisa, Ogbo-Nja, One, Ebubu, Akpaju, Eteo, Ekburu, Alode, and Aleto, all were fully represented. In his royal magnanimity, the king will bless their food and the fruits of their labor, and urge them to go and do more as they hope for the next farming season.
That is, now king is our big husband. Now when you go farm, you plant better yam, you uproot better yam. The first person you will do is your husband. Say, my husband, this is what come out from the first yam we uproot. That is why you will give to your king before you chop. You cannot just go to your farm and uproot and begin to eat. No, you will show your king that this is what our land, because he is the owner of the whole land. And you have to show him that this is our food, is what we are doing now.
In a brief chat with His Royal Highness, the Eleme Ambassador Dr. Appolus Chu, this is what he has to say.
I'm a very strong believer of the custom and the culture of the people, because that the civilization that we have gotten today, the exposures, has made us to neglect our custom and our culture. See that? Because we are forgetting that, and then locally, so many things is going on wrong. We are now already out of track. We are in trouble. The Eleme, even our language is forgotten. Eleme man is a very proud man. That if Eleme man, you want to tell Eleme man to go and buy me Ogun vegetable, you tell him buy Eleme vegetable. If you don't buy vegetable, you mention Eleme own. Even the go say buy me a Eleme goat. If you Gary say buy me Eleme Gary, buy me Eleme this, buy me Eleme this. They are so attached themselves in that way. That's how they come out. Today, even our language is gone. Even the way of addressing is going. Everything about us is going. Even we know in our faith is even going. We don't even know ourselves that this is my brother. As finding that this is one of the major situations of insecurity in our environment, because of the custom that checkmate us, the custom that bring us together, we have forgotten it. Like what you are seeing today, there are so many faces that they have not seen themselves in the past 15 years. But because of this reunion, Ogbo-Nja means reunion, people coming together and eat together. If our forefathers can set up this kind of platform, this kind of program in the olden days, and we were enjoying it. I enjoyed it when I was small. I think I should remember when they do this when I was around 7 or 10 years. So since then, I've not been done it to my own children. My own parents done it to me when I was around 7, 10 years. And then you now I eat in this my uncle's house. This my uncle's children will come and eat in my own house like a reunion. And then you now like a food boss, like a food flask. In those days, you use a raffia tree to form a food flask where, because the number of fish you will gather from your friend's house, you can't hold it in your hand. You need to drop inside. It's a wonderful one. And then Ogbo-Nja also make you that you be very humble to your parents. If you don't humble to your parents, they will not buy you clothes during this Ogbo-Nja. So children are also in the way, started behaving their character, they started nurturing how to carry the natural behavior to represent family well, so that their father will not deny them that when the other family are buying for the children, you are being denied. So if we are forgetting that, and they make our children are not controlled, they are not under any control, and they behave anyhow, and I find that it's affecting the community, and I saw that it's negligence of the previous traditional ruler that they didn't pay attention to it. But if something is wrong, we know because something is already wrong, and everybody just leave it to become a part of our ways. So I consider the thought that let me reverse it back. Then let us go back to where we come from. Our custom, our culture is our identity.
The festival we observe today is in respect of it had occurred from the time of immemorial, which it had been of helpful to the community as far as Eleme Kingdom is concerned. It is a welcome one in a sense that it unites the entire 10 clans of Eleme Kingdom, where your brother will dine with you, will marry with you, you take a bottle of wine from the same bottle, a cup of wine from the same bottle, to unite the entire Eleme people. It's a welcome one, because what our ancestors have implemented, we cannot ignore.
I call His Royal Highness Chief Ambassador Appolus Chu, the traditional Prime Minister of Eleme, because he's bringing back every dead thing, every tradition that has been extinct in Eleme. He bring it back. He brought back Achu, he brought back Obo, he brought back Oborobo, he brought back Otobo, he brought back Achungpa. Now our Ogbo-Nja is back. Our Ake Oe that happened in October is also back by his person. He's spending his money, spending his time to do all this. May God strengthen him, may God bless him, may God protect him, and may God not let all the evil man